what's going on? Welcome back to the channel again. My last video, if you just seen, I'm still in the same spot right now where I was out playing around. You can see all of the little drifts and stuff. I am also sorry if it's really windy and my microphone is making a bunch of like whooshing noises, but I was gonna do the 5 things that I hate about my 2013 Genesis Coupe 3.8 R-Spec, and I have owned this car for 1 year, so there are things now that I think that I don't like about this car after owning it for a year. So hopefully if you guys are wanting to buy a Genesis Coupe, hopefully my input will help you guys decide if you guys are actually wanting to buy a Genesis Coupe, the 2013 R-Spec, or not. So let's get right into it. The first thing that I think I would say that I hate, Bane's in my car right now. Stop it. Bane's in the car revving it up. First thing that I think I would say that I hate is that my stock wheels are back on. It looks so much better with my new wheels, my bronze wheels. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll put a picture up right here and you guys can tell the difference. First thing is that the stock wheels are back on. They're not as wide. They definitely don't look as good, but I mean, like the black, it looks okay, but I would still say my number one is that. Second thing is that this car, the traction sucks. Whenever you go and turn the traction control on, when it is on, it's so intrusive that it cuts all the power when the back wheels spin completely. Like, you'll almost face plant the steering wheel whenever you go to like merge onto traffic and you need to really get on it and you spin those back tires a little bit. The traction control is so intrusive, it sucks. So you really have to like turn the traction and the stability control completely off to really make it worth it. That's my second thing. Third thing, I would probably still say that I wish that these hood scoops or the vents, I wish that they were real and they're fake. I know that there are aftermarket ones. Bane's in the car dancing, and I know that there are aftermarket ones where you can actually buy and you can put them in there and make them real to where they actually do flow to the engine. But as of stock, it looks okay, but I still hate that. I still hate that they're fake. The front end, the big grille, I think I like it. I like that. So that's not a dislike. Third, I would probably say that these gauges, I still hate these gauges. I think that they are still way too low, especially when you're going and like, I'm driving at this angle. I can't be going and looking down at these gauges. They should have been higher, like the 370 has. They should have been up here and pointed towards you. I think that would have made these gauges a lot better. But the same thing, I mean, like fuel consumption, torque, and oil temp. The oil temp, I think, is the only thing that's really worthy of a gauge even being in here. I mean, the torque, why do I need to see how much torque I'm pushing? And the fuel economy, it jumps around so much that you can't really even, that's pointless too. So that's my fourth thing. My fifth, I would probably say my fifth thing is the haters. Oh, you just drive a Hyundai. You still drive a Hyundai. Motherfucker, on social media aspect, it sucks because you get so much hate on Hyundai. But outside of like YouTube and social media, I don't think I've ever had anybody come up to me and say, your car sucks because it's a Hyundai. I get all kinds of compliments on this car. It looks great. The power's great. But just because Hyundai has a bad record and it still has no like performance or track record like in their books, people talk shit about it and it sucks. So
you drive a Tiburon, man.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Dude, I had a guy and he was going and talking about didn't the Genesis replace the Tiburon? I don't think it did, because they're two completely different cars. Completely. Power wise, this is rear wheel drive. The looks are hell of a lot better on this. And Yeah, it's not the same car at all.
Hyundai's just not known for sports cars, because prior to this, Hyundai did not have a sports car. I would not consider a Tiburon to be a sports car.
No.
That is...
Not at all.
A Tiburon is no different than maybe a Honda Civic or a lower... there's similarities.
I'd say like a Honda Accord, because I think the Tiburon came in a V6 also.
Yes, it did.
And so a Honda Accord has a V6, so I would compare them two together. I think the only reason that people go and say that the Genesis and the Tiburon, that they might have look similarities a little bit, but I think it's because it's a Hyundai and a Hyundai, and they're both kind of like on the same book, but they're not the same car at all. So yeah, I mean, guys, that's my 5 things after a year that I still hate about this car. My wheels, I said my wheels, not having my nice wheels back on this car right now, since it is winter, that's the only reason that they're off. I said that was my number 1 thing that I hate about this car, but the stock wheels are nice. But if I could go back, and I'll say that I guess my number 1 thing, if you guys are going to buy this car, is the number 1 thing that I hate about this car is the traction control. The traction control sucks. It sucks so bad because it's just so intrusive. It works, I guess, on the safety aspect of it. It's doing its job, that's for sure, but it sucks because it's so intrusive, and you go to like really get on it, and if you don't have the traction control completely off, you're eating your steering wheel, and it sucks. I don't know if I can put a 6th one in here right now. I do want a short throw shifter, and the shift knot, or the shifter right now, the stock one, it's very clunky, I guess. It feels very rubbery, and I think a short throw shifter and new bushings will really like rigid it up, if I'm saying that right. I don't know, it'll make it feel better. But yeah, guys, that's my 5 things that I hate about this car. I'll give you guys another look at it real quick, and that's 5 things that I hate about this car. I love the car, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love this car, but there are things about every single car that some people just don't like, and those are the things that I do not like about this car. So 2013 Genesis Coupe 3.8 R spec. If you guys like the video, if you guys are wanting to get this kind of car, let me know in the comments if you guys have any concerns, any questions, anything that I missed out. If you guys think that I don't like about something, let me know in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer them. So if you guys like the video, hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. Make sure to go back and check out this video. We had a lot of fun. It was a good time. So hit that subscribe button, guys. Make sure to always remember, keep it random. Peace.